All over my feed, I keep seeing people say that Sparking Zero is a game that flopped and died. But is this actually true? While I still believe the game is good, and it definitely didn't flop, after this new DLC, it got me thinking, why do people believe this game is dead? And I believe that I've come up with a few ways to explain it. This game has a lot to offer on the surface, but after you beat the story, there's not really much to do. There's not a lot of outfits to collect, there's a very limited amount of maps, so you get bored with the choices, and no story for OG Dragon Ball or GT, and not even the Super Broly movie. Then the superhero DLC comes out, and you're getting 8 new playable characters, which sounds great, but then you realize that almost all of the DLC is technically 2 characters that share a lot of moves with characters that already exist. I liked this DLC, but with only 1 new costume and no new map or additional story, I basically open the game, try out the new characters, and close the game. You get missions that are there, but they're not really anything great. So basically you're getting 30 minutes of new shit, and then you're done. Now skip to the new Daima DLC, and it gets delayed, and then releases with even less content. I will say at least they have new movesets that are fun, and I do really like the new animations, they look great. But still, no new map, and no costumes. I do think people are insane for believing the first DLC would have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but I at least expected like Super Saiyan 1 and 2. Maybe 3. Or a Tamagami. You can watch my How to Improve Sparking Zero vid if you wanted to see what my expectations were for the DLCs. I think it's a fine DLC, but still very disappointing, and you can see that with the reviews for it. Again, I think the people who expected Super Saiyan 4 or adult characters are kind of crazy, but I will say I didn't expect Pansy over a Tamagami. But it makes me wonder, what are we getting for the next DLC? And is that going to be it for the game? Are they planning on doing more, or are they just cutting their losses to just work on the next game? I mean, Xenoverse 2 is still getting DLC to this day, and I was playing that game in middle school, so I very much hope that this isn't the end for Sparking Zero. As of writing this, they have just announced Shallot as a DLC character, which is cool. I like Shallot, but in Legends, he's at Super Saiyan Blue level, and in this, he's just his base. So this just shows more cutting corners. I'm fine if he didn't get like Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue, but I would have at least liked Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3. I'm trying to defend this game, but they make it so difficult. His animations do look good. They gave him the Goku versus Frieza kick. I'm pretty sure that's just a recycled animation. Like, that's a move that's in the game, right? If not, it's cool, and if it is, cool, but a little lazy. He better have a unique moveset at the very least. From what I've seen for his ultimate, they did a Rising Rush, which I will say is perfect. They did a good job. If they really wanted to impress, though, they could have given us a Shallot and Giblet for the DLC, and maybe their fusion too, but I digress. The other problem with this game is the people. Now, this is gonna sound weird, but I believe the community hurt this game the most. Whether it was them being annoying about how it was gonna be the greatest game ever, which caused a lot of people to kind of prey on its downfall. And those people who preyed on its downfall definitely made sure to mention whenever anything was kind of negative about the game. And I think the biggest thing hurt in the game is the online player base. You see, Budokai Tenkaichi 3 was a fun game to play with friends, and it wasn't an online multiplayer game. Whenever your brother was being a spammy little bitch, you could just beat his ass. But now, the spammy little bitch is everyone you meet online who are picking the strongest characters in the game and just spamming ki blasts, or their ultimate, and it's annoying. When the game first came out, I would play ranked, and it was pretty fun. Yeah, you had some shitty fights, but everyone was still learning the game and how it worked. But now, I will not touch it, because it's just not fun to do. I'm tired of going against the same 5 characters and them all playing the same way, just shooting ki blast, charging ki, ultimate. It's boring. Also, with people mastering the vanish and the, like, boom thing, matches are kind of more just who has more ki and not just actually having fun or being skilled with a character. I haven't played in a second, but I think they were trying to fix that. I'll need to check. I can still have fun online, but that's if I play with a friend, and that's usually because we are trying to have fun. We make scenarios or just do random fights or random fighters. It's fun. Sometimes we can be cheap, but thanks to Discord, we can all yell out our favorite gamer words to each other, so it's okay. My brother actually told me a really good idea to kind of help fix the online aspect of this game. You see, this game was meant to be unbalanced, but due to that, people only choose a limited selection of characters. So to fix it, create a mode where either everyone has the same stats, so it doesn't matter what character you play.
Kakarot, you dog! You did it! You actually did it! You're a Super Saiyan!
Or a mode where, you do random characters. You don't know who you're gonna be. And that would kind of force people to play new characters. Now, is this a perfect fix? No. But it could be a good start and maybe revive the online aspect a bit. So do I think the game is actually dead? I think that's an answer that'll be revealed when DLC 3 drops. But as of right now, no. It's just the average life cycle of any game. No matter how peak this game was, people were gonna stop playing it eventually. New games come out so quickly, and everyone just wants to play the new thing. Oblivion Remaster came out not that long ago, and people already stopped talking about it. No one is talking about Expedition 33, and that is probably the game of the year, in my opinion. I wouldn't be surprised if GTA 6 is only talked about for like a month or two, and I'm only really giving it that long because its story is probably going to be 100 hours. The gaming space has become pretty negative recently, with everyone saying everything looks bad or everything's gonna flop. It's super boring and super old to hear. The new Invincible game just got revealed, and yeah, I'm a little bummed about it not being open world. But at the same time, a fighting game is perfect for that franchise. But I still see people saying it looks like a mobile game, or dumb people asking, will it be free? Are you stupid? First, Call of Duty, Mortal Kombat, and Injustice all have mobile games that look good, so you're not really making a point about the game's look. And second, if it was free, it would have so many microtransactions, it'd be insane. But there's no way that this AAA game is gonna be free. My main bet would be $40 to $60, thanks to Nintendo, maybe 80, but definitely not free. We live in an extremely toxic era in gaming from the consumers. I saw an article about GTA 6 delay being because the story isn't finished and it's in developmental hell. And I saw a guy say, looks fine to me, ship it out. Like, dude, that's how we're getting these unfinished games. You're talking exactly like the corporate top people that don't actually care about gaming, but care about your money and only how fast they can get it. There were people telling Insomniac that they needed to do crunch because the 10 minutes that they showed off wasn't to their liking. And that game came out rushed, and now people still harass them about DLC even though they said it's not happening, and they are dealing with the Wolverine game that people still won't leave them alone about. Like, why can we not just let people make the game and release it when it's ready? Sparking Zero had a lot behind it. It was supposed to be Budokai Tenkaichi 4. That's what we've been waiting for over 10 years of hype and expectations. But due to a lot of cut corners, it just fell short. While I don't think the game is dead, it's definitely not at the numbers it should be. Maybe it'll make its resurgence, or maybe we'll just have to wait for the next game and pray for the best. What are your thoughts? You think Sparking Zero is dead? And if so, why? I've been Webb Mason. I'll see you next time.